Hi, my name is Chelsea. I'm being a nutrition counselor for today.
Hi, I'm Sydney.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, Sydney, what brings you in today?
Today, or more recently, I've been starting to work out more, and I'm wanting to incorporate more healthy foods into my diet.
Okay,
Yep.
sounds good. So, our session today is going to just go ahead and go through your client intake form together, and we can kind of discuss it and see if there's any thing that we can kind of address and maybe figure out some goals to make. And then we'll go ahead and go through your 24-hour recall, which will just take me through the start of your day all the way through the end. And just going to be like your typical day. So it doesn't have to be every day, just kind of what you eat typically and kind of when you do those eating events. And then after, we'll go ahead and kind of assess it and then set some goals.
Cool.
Okay. So you did mention that you were interested in looking at protein status.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we'll just go ahead and go through your 24-hour recall and we can kind of fill in spaces in between.
Okay.
So can you just go ahead and walk me through your day from the time that you wake up and then to the time that you go to bed?
So I wake up pretty early for work.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up at around 5 o'clock. And I get ready, go to work, and eat around 7.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of changes every day, like what I eat. Most of the time, I'll just bring like a Greek yogurt, and maybe like a piece of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's kind of a big gap in lunch. Sometimes if like work just gets too busy, sometimes I totally like space and forget. But other times I'll usually have like leftovers from the night before. So sometimes it's like pasta and some chicken, or like a salad, or like a sandwich. Most of the time it's like a quick sandwich. Sometimes it's just like a PB&J.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then I get off work at 3, so I usually don't eat again, like eat dinner until like 6:30 or 7.
Okay.
I think that's it.
That's fine.
When I get home from work, I'll usually have like a snack.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not always healthy, but I eat something as soon as I get home.
Okay, sounds good. So, and can you tell me about your work schedule?
Yeah, so I sit at a desk all day. I work in like operations in an office setting. So everyone basically is always at their desk. They don't really get up and walk around a whole lot.
Okay, do you guys have a specific time that you take a lunch break, or does it vary every day?
It varies. For instance, like I eat at my desk.
Okay.
So everyone doesn't really go anywhere. They just bring their food, or they just don't have any lunch.
Okay.
But I try and make sure that I always eat something.
Okay, sounds good. So let's see. It looks like you have a pretty busy day, especially from 5 to 3. And do you typically have anything when you first wake up, or is it usually just once you get to work?
Once I get to work.
Once you get to work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said breakfast time is around 7 a.m., and you said it's usually a yogurt and a fruit?
Yeah.
What kind of fruit usually?
Either like a banana.
Okay.
It's mostly lately just been a banana.
Banana.
Mm-hmm.
And you said yogurt, and it was a Greek yogurt?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it usually flavored or just regular?
Flavored.
Flavored? Okay.
Yeah.
Just like fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And then do you ever have like a snack in between, or is it usually just kind of go straight to like lunch?
Sometimes if I pack something extra, it'd probably be like another piece of fruit.
Okay.
Or lately I've had like Quest bars.
Okay.
So
okay.
Those, I guess.
Those.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you said lunch is around what time did you say?
Usually? It's around like between 12 and 1.
Okay. 12 1 p.m. is lunch. And you said that it's mostly like some leftovers, so either pasta and chicken or a salad, and then occasionally like a PB&J sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
More often than not, it's like a sandwich.
A sandwich, something quick. Okay.
It's something easy to make.
Understandable. And then, so you also said that after lunch, you kind of get off work around 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sometimes have a snack on your way home, or
as soon
when
as
you
I get home. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so snack when you get home. And then 6:30 to 7 is dinner time?
Yeah.
And what's usually dinner?
It varies. We have like salad and soup or a
Okay.
sandwich.
Okay.
Sometimes we go out to eat or just go grab something.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Some chicken.
Sounds good. So then looking through your 24-hour recall, it looks like there are a few little gaps where I think that we can maybe incorporate some protein sources, especially to just kind of give you some more energy to sustain you throughout the day.
Yeah.
So for breakfast, the yogurt definitely has some protein and also the fruit. How often do you feel hungry like after breakfast, or does it usually sustain you throughout the day? Or
No,
for a while?
I get hungry pretty easily.
Pretty quick.
So the time after, like, it varies. So sometimes it lasts like an hour,
Okay.
or I have my snack a little bit earlier than normal.
Okay.
But yeah, and I think breakfast usually lasts probably like maybe hour and a half,
Okay.
and then I'm
Sounds
hungry
good.
again.
Okay. So for breakfast, like, how do you feel about maybe incorporating maybe like a piece of toast and peanut butter? Do you think that could be something that, because the peanut butter has some protein and might kind of fill you throughout the morning?
Yeah, I can do that.
You could still keep your fruit as well. You could just do peanut and butter and toast, maybe.
I love peanut butter, so that works.
Okay, yeah. Since you're PB&J.
Yeah.
And then maybe for snack, because it's kind of a large gap from like 7 a.m. Till your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So you could always, how do you feel about like cheese?
Yeah, I like cheese.
You like cheese? Okay.
I just like cheddar cheese.
Just cheddar cheese? That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, cheese is a good source of protein. So even if you pair it with just like some crackers, you could even do like just anything like cheese and crackers, or you could do like a cheese in your fruit.
Okay.
Like you said. Okay.
And is there specific fruit that I should be like not eat so early in the morning? That's like if I have grapes, is that more because it has more sugar in it?
Yeah, I think well, what kind of keeps you fuller throughout the day is foods that are higher in fiber.
Okay.
Which would kind of be more like your apple and fruits like that.
Okay.
The banana is a good choice as well, but if you pair like the peanut butter with the apple, you're kind of getting the fruit, which is the carbohydrate source, and then the protein from the peanut butter, which will kind of keep you full throughout the day.
Okay.
So it's always good to pair, and like kind of like science has also shown and evidence has shown that just if you pair a snack, like a carbohydrate snack with a protein source, then it can kind of help you keep fuller throughout the day.
Okay.
So great. And then, yeah, your lunch looks good. I think as long as you just sort of try to keep some protein in your lunch, which it looks like you're doing with your chicken and your pasta and also your peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
So lunch looks good. I think you just need to kind of work on incorporating some snacks just to keep you not so hungry by the time you get home. So for your like 3 p.m. or your snack after you get home from work, is there anything that you think that you have in mind that you could maybe try to incorporate that's easy? Or
that's where I kind of have a hard time because as soon as I get home, I'm kind of like starving, and I try to go work out since I wake up early. I try to go work out a little bit after I get home, so I want to eat something healthy,
right,
to like fuel myself in order to like go for a run or go work out. But most of the time, by the time I get home, it's like something quick.
Okay.
So, and it's like not always good.
How do you?
So sometimes it's like chips and like salsa
Okay.
or like something, and then sometimes I have like a stomachache after, so then I don't go work out.
Right.
So.
Okay, how do you feel about like a hummus?
Yeah.
Hummus?
I like hummus.
Okay, because hummus is made from like a bean, and it has some protein in it, so you can maybe even substitute that instead of your salsa, just to give you a little bit more protein, a little bit more substantial.
Yeah.
And you can even do that with like a pita chip, or even it's really good with like a vegetable.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just try to incorporate that.
And with the peanut butter and like dips, should you go off of like the serving on like 2 tablespoons is like a serving for peanut butter on the label? Is there a specific? Should I go only off of that, or should I go off of something else?
Actually, I do have a sheet. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so the yeah, the actual serving size for peanut butter is going to be 2 tablespoons, so you are correct.
Okay.
So you can kind of go off that. And then also these are some other like healthy snack ideas
okay.
that I printed. I'm not sure, like, how do you feel about like cottage cheese?
I don't really like
Not such a
cottage
fan.
cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Maybe just kind of the yogurt that you've been doing is a really good idea. So you could
Okay.
even like if you feel up to it, you could incorporate it later on in the day as well. Like this one has the low-fat Greek yogurt and then like a small apple with like a mozzarella string cheese that we kind of talked about.
Okay.
So I'll leave
Oh,
you this to
that'd be
take home.
Awesome.
And let's see. Okay. And then so for dinner, you said soup and sandwich. And do you ever have anything later on before you go to bed, or?
Sometimes it'll be like a dessert.
Okay.
Or some like chocolate.
Okay.
Something.
Sounds good.
But I love fruit.
Okay.
So is there is there a way to have too many fruits, or because I know fruits have a lot of sugar in them,
Mhm.
even though it's like the good kind of sugar, I don't want
Right.
to be having too much.
Right. Fruit is it is a carbohydrate source,
Mhm.
so you are going to be getting carbohydrates, and it tends not to fill you up as much unless it was like one of the more fibrous
Like
fruits,
apple.
like the apple. But like I said, the banana is a really good choice as well. But also pairing the fruit with something that is like a good like carb and protein match is going to keep you definitely fuller throughout the day.
Oh, okay.
And it has there also has been studies that show that having like a more substantial breakfast, which we kind of talked about, will kind of like last you throughout the day as well. And then just eating every 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
So I feel like in your 24-hour recall, it was just kind of stretching it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And even though that you're sitting at a desk, you're still working, and your brain's going, so you're still going to need fuel to fuel your mind. Yeah.
And sometimes I'm rushed in the morning.
Okay.
So I kind of want to know if I should start planning like my meals beforehand, like the night before, or like on Sunday, like that. But I have a hard time figuring out what to
plan. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you're ready to make a change. It's just kind of figuring out how you should do it. And okay, sounds good. So I actually do have this little sheet as well, and we can maybe work on it. It's like a balanced meal sheet.
Okay.
So it just kind of goes through breakfast and a snack in between each.
Mm-hmm.
And so as far as breakfast goes, it's good to have like a protein and a carb, and if you can, a healthy fat if we can.
Okay.
So let's see, for breakfast time, what would you consider like to have a protein? Like what would be your optimal protein source?
For like weekdays during work, I would love to have eggs, but I can't. I'm short on time in the morning to make eggs, so I would say peanut butter.
Peanut butter? Okay.
Does oatmeal count as? What would that count as?
That's more of just a carb, yeah. But oatmeal is really it's fiber, so it's going to keep you full as well.
Okay.
So and with the oatmeal, you can also kind of add in like flax.
Okay.
I don't know how are you familiar with flax?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's just like a simple like protein that you can kind of put in your cereal. It doesn't taste like much. They're little seeds.
Okay.
But you don't have to go that route. You could always put a little scoop of peanut butter in your oatmeal too.
I've done that.
Or some. How do you feel about like nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like nuts. I kind of get bored of almonds quickly, especially because I know having them like it be just a plain nut instead of like roasted or salted.
Okay.
So I can have a few almonds, but then I get kind of tired of them easy.
Maybe you can always try to incorporate that maybe into your oatmeal along with a fruit.
Okay.
So it's kind of just a mixture of everything.
Chop them up or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or and also walnuts.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about those, but they're really high in protein as well.
Okay. Are those more on the? You have to have less.
Almonds are all almonds. Nuts are all high in like a fat, but it's like the healthy fat. It's good for you, but it also has the protein in it. I'm not entirely sure how the cashews fall into it, but I know it's best to just eat like a handful of almonds which will give you, or any nut that'll give you the protein that you need.
Okay.
So, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then you said maybe oatmeal we could
Yeah.
try? Okay. And we could stick with your banana because you wrote down that you enjoy bananas.
And I know once I have something planned, then, and if I prepare it before, then I'm going to eat it.
Right.
If I'm at work, because I'm going to be hungry.
Yeah, I think the snacks and the lunches, maybe you could try to prepare the day before. Maybe when you get when you get home from work, after that, maybe you could try to plan something.
Okay.
So for your snack time, what do you think what would you like to do for a snack?
I could do like hummus.
Hummus, okay.
And either, because I don't want to have too many chips, because I love chips.
Love
I'm starting to
chips.
stop eating them.
How do you feel about like a baby carrot?
Yeah.
Or okay.
I don't like celery, but I could do carrots.
Okay,
Yeah.
carrots.
And in the past, what I've done is bell pepper, like just chop up a bell pepper. So I could do that.
Okay. Sounds perfect. And then for lunch, so you said lunch kind of varies.
Yeah. So I don't know what I should have that's going to be like good protein, because if I always bring like a PB&J to work, that's not always the greatest option.
How do you feel about like a turkey sandwich?
Yeah.
You can do like deli turkey or okay. That's a really good source of protein as well. And if you incorporate like a slice of cheese on there too,
Okay.
you're going to be getting a great amount of protein, and that should definitely probably keep you full until like snack time.
Okay.
A couple hours later. So we could just do turkey breast, and then maybe a slice of cheese.
Yeah.
And you said you like cheddar?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And then so for snack time on your way home from work, so something quick that maybe you could just eat in the car or as you're walking out.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do like a cheese stick.
Okay.
Or string cheese, or what do you have in mind?
How are like the protein bars? Like
Yeah, I think
Cliff bars or Quest bars?
Yeah, I think protein bars are good. I don't know too much about them, but I know that they do have like a lot of protein and they do have calories, so it'd probably keep you full for a while.
Yeah.
So maybe, towards the end of the day, as you are getting hungry for dinner, then maybe that might be a good choice for you.
Okay.
So we'll put that down. And then for dinner, I recall that you make dinner, or your parents will make your dinner?
Yep.
Okay. And is it usually pretty balanced, or?
I would say so. We will have, like, my dad will make like chicken and pasta, but we'll always have like a salad on the side. But not all the time.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of like what we have. I kind of just want to know what we could do besides like just lettuce in salads.
Okay.
To make it like a little bit better. That's not like, besides like croutons and all that other stuff. That would be like more.
You mean like
nutrient
kinds of lettuce? So like a spinach? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
Or like what else we could put in it to make it like even better.
Okay.
So like for you.
Okay.
So like different kinds of vegetables, or like a source of protein to put in it.
Yeah, you could definitely do. You could maybe try even like black beans. It doesn't have to be in the salad, but like as a side dish.
Okay.
How do you feel about beans?
I like beans.
You like beans?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, black beans might be a really good choice.
Okay.
And you can even cook them the night before and then chill them and put them in the salad.
Okay.
And it'll give you some extra protein, or just mix up different vegetables. And you said that you do like carrots and bell peppers, so you can always put those in there.
Okay.
And for another protein source, you could always do like a chicken the night before, because you said you sometimes have chicken and pasta. So if there's any leftover, you can maybe
put that in there.
Incorporate that into your salad. So
cool. Okay.
Okay, great. So it sounds like dinner is good. Does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
For the most part. Okay. All right. And then for a nighttime snack, so you said sometimes it's like just sweet or chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Don't need to add much protein there.
No.
Okay. All right. So should we go ahead and make some goals?
Sure.
Okay, great. So we did say that we were going to try to incorporate maybe just a snack every couple hours.
Yes.
So maybe we could do, if you have a breakfast around 7 a.m.,
Mhm.
maybe do a snack around 10 a.m.
Okay,
Does that
yeah.
sound doable
Oh yeah,
for
that's
you?
kind of the same around the same time that I get hungry again.
Okay, perfect. And then what do you think would be the best time for like your afternoon snack?
For after lunch,
Mm-hmm.
probably like between 2 and 3.
Okay.
So around the time that I'm getting off of work.
Okay, sounds good. So maybe we'll just do a goal of incorporating 2 snacks per day
Okay.
for the next week
Yeah.
or so. Or 2, I guess, high protein
Yeah.
snacks. Okay. So 2 high protein snacks. Okay, and then for the other goal, I was going to say maybe, how do you feel about like maybe trying to incorporate more protein at lunch?
Yeah.
Like maybe like a turkey sandwich, or just to focus, make sure you have like a protein and starch at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. And do you have any other questions for me?
I think, let me think for a minute. So because I only eat like whole wheat bread.
Okay.
Is there something that I can do besides bread to make the sandwich if we do like, I don't know, besides just throwing turkey meat or like chicken on a salad instead? If I want something more, what can I do instead of like bread?
Instead of bread, I mean, there's always like a whole wheat tortilla.
Okay.
And you can always do like a wrap maybe with that. Because the whole wheat's good because you're getting the fiber.
Okay.
And whole wheat bread does have a slight amount of protein in it too. It's small, but there is some protein in it.
Okay.
So it's definitely great that you're sticking with whole wheat bread. You can maybe try a tortilla, or even they have like a pita, that you can maybe put your sandwich in as well. Or we could do, or even if you bring a cold pasta, like a whole wheat pasta, or I think something like that. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense. That would be better. Cool.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Well, sounds good. I think we have some good goals, and I think you're
too.
definitely on the right track. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Cool. Me
All
too.
right. Thank you,
Thank
Sydney.
you.